Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting night. You hear the top hollow music, you see the tie, you know what that means. More Pokemon Sleep news coming around. Now, this is one that really much took me by surprise. Didn't really take me by surprise because, it's Halloween. Halloween's coming around soon, so I wasn't really expecting. I was expecting this, but I wasn't at the same time. I just wasn't expecting them to announce it so soon. I thought they would get through the old gold power plant event before announcing anything, but Halloween event has been announced. I don't know when it was announced. I guess a couple hours, probably like a half hour ago from when I'm recording this, because that'd be 10 o'clock on the hour, I'd assume. But anyway, trick or treat, double candy, triple candy on the night of Halloween and the final night of the event. But it looks like they're running the week of Halloween, as we were kind of expecting. I'm not seeing anything in this about any sort of any kind of candy boost, which is interesting because last year was when they introduced the candy boost feature. It was introduced during the Halloween event. You could get double the candy value for 6 times the Dream Shard cost with no limit. That kind of evolved into the modern candy boost that we've seen in a lot of preparatory events, where you can use up to 50 candies, but for 4 times the cost to get double the value. For a Dream Shard, Dream Shards cost quadruple, but you get double the candy value. That's how it's kind of evolved. The original event, it was unlimited. You could use any amount of candies, but it was 6 times the cost. Doesn't look like they're bringing it back. Now, some other interesting stuff that's happening. Pikachu wearing a Halloween hat. People were hoping for it to come back. It's coming back. From what I've seen in here, it looks like it's going to be the same Pokemon. Double Candy Research, Pikachu Halloween will be appearing with a new purple hat. This is a great opportunity to use Pikachu Halloween Incense. It says different versions of Pikachu Halloween, but given that it's still Pikachu Halloween, like in parentheses, I think that means it's going to be the same as last time as far as stats go. Because a lot of people have been kind of hoping for that, but they're making it a little bit unique, and they're giving it a purple hat instead of the same color as before. It also sounds like we're able to find the old one too still. Yeah, it's also possible to encounter a different version of Pikachu Halloween that appeared during the previous Halloween event. So, you can see both Pikachu Halloween hat. So, either this new one is the same and just different color hat, or they're both going to be appearing and the new one's new. Who knows? We'll see. Which if they're all the same, that's awesome for the meta. We didn't really know that Pikachu Halloween would actually be significant in the meta, because we didn't know about Raikou at the time or how their skill worked. So now a lot of players I know are kind of seeking that Halloween hat Pikachu, really, really hunting for it. So here's our opportunity. It's coming back for 1 week only. Catch as many as you can, because it's going to be another year before we have any shot at seeing them again. So, other interesting things about the event, they're making it that Gengar, Drifblim, and Skeledirge can appear on green grass, which is kind of interesting. To see Ghost-type Pokemon, fully evolved Ghost-type Pokemon appearing at green grass. I would expect them to be boosted, but I wouldn't be expecting them to bring the full Evos down to green grass. That just seems kind of bizarre, because you can still see their evolutionary line, but I like it. It's cool. It really gives the ghost spooky vibes. But yeah, double the candies. Try getting lots and lots of candies. I'm really pumped for this for my Gengar. Mine has XP down, so I've been really struggling to level it. This event seems like it's going to be great for getting the candy for that Gengar. Now, other bonuses. Yeah, they're making Ghost-type Pokemon stronger. It's Force Ghost Berry, and they're multiplying their main skill chance by 1.5. I really think that's why they wanted to give us Drifblim before this event. Just because now it's a Ghost-type, and it's a skill specialist. Before there weren't any Ghost-type skill specialists. Because, yeah, the only one that I could think of would be Sableye, but Sableye is actually a Dark-type in this game, so... and Sableye is terrible anyway, you shouldn't be using it for most likely. But yeah, they're increasing the main skill level of Ghost-type helper Pokemon by 1, and they're multiplying all skills by 1.5 on the Ghost-type Pokemon, so... all of them are going to kind of have a bit of a semi-skill specialty. That's not too huge for people that are running the Gengar, because I don't know too many people that have invested skill seeds into the Gengar. It's not really a Pokemon for that. Skeledirge is also an ingredient specialist. Banette is kind of one of the lesser used berry specialists, so it's not that often that people have put skill seeds into it, but it's boosting their skill level by 1, so it's still going to be kind of nice. I'm excited to maybe actually get usage out of the Drifblim that I caught. I wasn't planning on ever running it because I don't think it's very good, but for this event, it's going to be good. 1.5 times boost to main skill chance makes a huge difference for a skill specialist. But yeah, the real interesting thing, Mimikyu. I think a lot of people were theorizing Mimikyu to come around. It's going to have the Blueberry, most likely. If it doesn't, that's going to be really, really sad. But it's a new, probably skill specialist, maybe berry specialist, but it's got a unique skill. And whether it's a skill specialist or a berry specialist or not, like, it's still going to function kind of like a berry specialist in how it works. Just because its main skill, it gets a set amount of berries, plus a few of each of the berries of other Pokemon on your team. So, I find this interesting because I think of it as kind of like the Dedenne of berries. So, Dedenne, and here's my kind of theory behind this. Dedenne is a Pokemon that they introduced that strictly buffs your cooking. And Dedenne's presence has kind of made cooking strategies be really, really powerful. Almost we're at a point that it's more powerful than berries to an extent. And depending on how this functions, it could make it so that the Mimikyu is using the base berry rate off of the Pokemon you're running on your team. Therefore basically boosting the berry output. Just the berry output of the Pokemon on your team. Maybe to give a bit more viability to berry specialist teams by having their equivalent of Dedenne. If it works that way. I don't know, this is kind of very oddly worded. They also have great successes that gives you even more berries. That can apparently only happen once per day. So you're probably going to want to get a Mimikyu that... When you think about like the whole concept of enough in this game, you're primarily looking for making certain thresholds. And with the Mimikyu, it's probably going to be just trying to make sure you get at least one great success per day. Overall, it seems very gimmicky. I'm hoping this doesn't turn out to be just another weak gimmick, kind of like the Drifloon, or the Drifblim. I think the Drifblim is very RNG, very gambly, and this seems like it could be very RNG and very gambly, and maybe won't be 100% balanced just because it is got that RNG gamble feeling, but I'm excited to see another Ghost-type Pokemon. I'm hoping to catch one almost right away, because this could be a very good berry specialist new addition to Old Gold Power Plant teams. Just imagine cracking open a boatload of ghost berries and electric berries and just dumping them. This adds a whole new level. Like, this is literally a berry bomb in a skill. It's taking the week's worth of prep that we do with Raikou or Entei or Suicune and putting it just in one skill. And man, if the Mimikyu can hold on to those ingredients, or not ingredients, berries, then we have our new preparation Pokemon right here. If you can just tap it and then not collect the berries, but collect the skill. Oh wait, I guess that wouldn't work. Because it's got a full inventory, it's not going to be proccing its skill. So never mind, it's not that broken. If it worked that way, it could be broken. But we don't know how it's going to work exactly. But man, this thing is cool. I love seeing the new skills they're introducing. There's a lot of creativity, and I cannot wait to see how the math works out on this. This is going to be another one that I think is going to take them a long time to really come to their conclusions on. Like Rain on X to figure out, because there's going to be a lot of factors that play into its strength. Like, what are the odds of getting a great success? How many berries of each Pokemon on your team is it going to produce? Like, will it take into account that Pokemon's berry finding S? It could be another very complicated Pokemon to figure out how good it is, and I love that. It gives more dimension to teams, and I think this one has the potential to kind of fill that role for berry teams that was kind of missing, in that, like, they had the Dedenne in ingredient teams. This is our berry equivalent, possibly. This is kind of speculative, because we're given, like, 3 sentences on it. But I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Hope you learned something and are excited for this event. I know I am. I'm going to be prepping up some teams, because, man, this is awesome. And you know what? Even if Mimikyu ends up being terrible, hey, I'll see it as an absolute win, because that's a Pokemon from my my new series I just started. Go check that out. The Sleep Sleepers. Because even terrible Pokemon are good for me now, so I'm fine either way. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And I hope you catch me next time on the Pokemon Sleep News.